At 21 years of age, Betty Boo had 3 top 10 singles and a platinum album. And by the age of 24, Madonna was offering to sign her to the label. But she quit performing instead.
Now, 30 years later, Betty is back to do the do again with a brand new record. But before we talk to her about that, take a listen to some of these classics. Feel-good songs. Betty Boo joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
You've not changed one bit.
Oh,
So
you're
nice
so
to see you.
30 years. That's unbelievable. What's the secret?
I don't know. It's been very nice. Tennis, lots of water, you know, that kind of thing.
How does it feel to be back?
Amazing. I just can't believe it. It was kind of crazy, really, because I hit the big 5-0 and I thought, oh, well, I need to make this record that I've been meaning to make for a long time. So
Yeah, it's interesting. You said you've made the record you should have made when you were 25.
Yeah.
Why? What is it about this record?
Well, it's more or less where I've decided to make music a bit like the music I wrote in the 90s, and somehow it just ended up sounding really modern but 90s at the same time. So, yeah.
Now, talk to us about your decision to leave, because, you know, back in the day, back in the 90s, you were huge. You were everywhere. Everyone knew you. And actually, even our makeup artists today were so excited that you were coming in. And, you know, you made the decision to step back. Talk to us about that.
Well, I was right at the top of my game, I suppose, and I was about to sign a deal with Madonna at Maverick Records. That's her record label. She just signed Alanis Morissette, and I was going to be the second signing. And then my mum fell ill with cancer, so I decided I just wanted to look after her.
Yeah.
And I was with her till the end, really. And when she died, I just decided not to make music anymore. And that's it, really. You know, you really do need to be a certain kind of, I don't know, you need to be a show-off, you need to be happy, first of all.
Yeah, you need to be in the right place.
Yeah, and I was just dealing with a lot of grief, so... And then the sort of moment passed, really, because I think what happens... Well, basically in the 90s, you know, if you were a pop star and you were 25 or 26, you were over the hill. It's so ridiculous, but now that doesn't... it doesn't, you know, you can be any age and make music, and but I just thought that, you know, maybe I'll make one day. So.
And you talked as well. I mean, and this is an interesting point, isn't it, of that kind of your mindset shift. There were times when you couldn't even listen to music because it made you too sad.
Yeah. How
did you get beyond that to get back to where you are now?
Well, I started writing for other people, and that sort of kept my toe in the water, if you like, and I enjoyed that, and I did some songs. I made a record with Hearsay, Pure and Simple, which was a massive song.
Yeah, of course.
It sold over 1 million copies, so I knew that I could still make music and have some sort of commercial success. So.
And the new single, we're going to take a listen. It's called Miracle, isn't it?
Okay, yeah.
Let's have a listen.
You're right, Betty. It's got that kind of retro vibe. Talk us through that song, how you made it, you know, what's influencing it.
Well, Miracle was one of the first songs I started writing with my co-writer, Andy Wright, when I first started this project. And we wrote it, and I thought, well, Chuck D would sound amazing on there from Public Enemy. So I knew him anyway, because more or less Public Enemy kind of discovered me when I was 17. And I always said to him, if I made a record, would you appear on it? And he said, yeah. So I got into contact with him, and I sent him the track. And before I knew it, he recorded the vocals in his Terradrome, or Dome, I think it's called.
What, in his garden?
It's a studio.
Oh, it's a studio, right, OK.
Yeah, so he did that, and that's how that happened. And so... we wanted to do a video, and he said, well, I'm available on Monday, and this was on the Friday, so I had to fly over to LA and do that with him. Yeah, it was great.
And briefly for us, because time is tight, talk to me about how the music industry has changed. Because what you saw, what you left, and what you've come back to, are they very different?
Oh, definitely. it's brilliant, actually, because I think it's really inclusive, and I think anybody can be any age, and you can make your own music and stuff like that. So it's just brilliant, and you can talk to your fans. I mean, I love talking to my fans and hearing their stories about what it meant to them doing the do and all my old stuff, and you know, it was just that kind of thing where they were when they were teenagers and they felt really empowered and things like that. So.
Well, we have loved talking to you too.
So
thank you for coming in and sharing
me.
that with us. Really nice to see you.
Thank you. Well, Betty Boo's new album is called Boomerang.